I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Oh, happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday to you and to all of those out there on the radio.
And to all a good night. Oh.
No, not there. Not quite yet. We're just getting started.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No, we're not
Song
started.
is
That's
stuck
not
in my head now.
That's your own fault.
It is.
You did that to yourself.
I did.
Like, what are you doing?
I
Honestly,
I'm a glutton for punishment.
apparently so. That's all you do is create punishment for yourself.
Now you're just being a jerk.
Stop being so honest.
Stop.
Dang it.
It's not fair.
I don't like it.
It's true, though.
Right.
I don't. One might say I don't make the best of decisions.
Well, you know, we're not going to go there today.
No, it's Friday. We want to be happy.
That's right. So the Center for Disease Control and Prevention,
Okay, that place.
the CDC has finally released the data. Finally released all the data that was behind its recent backtrack on mask recommendations and vaccinations and vaccinated Americans and wearing of the masks and the indoor places and the COVIDs and the hot spots and all the rest of it.
Finally?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's about damn time. 'Cause I know I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah. In a report published on Friday, today.
That would be today.
That'd be
yes.
today.
Oh.
That's today.
Yeah.
The Federal Health Agency derailed.
Derailed?
They derailed it. Detailed a COVID-19 outbreak earlier this month in the Barnstable County, Massachusetts.
Not Massachusetts.
Yep. Linked to the spread of the Indian Delta variant.
Indian Delta variant? Is that
That's the new one. It's the
Hold
newest.
on.
It's the newest Delta.
That's what I was going to say. That's the second Delta, right?
It's the Delta.
Yeah, there was a Delta and then there was a
Lambda. Pi.
Lambda high, Lambda hiney ho.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, no, it's hard to
Delta,
keep up.
Delta, Lambda, Pi. You know?
I know. Now I want to go watch Revenge of the Nerds. I do. I can't.
Lambda.
Lambda. No, it's hard to keep up because they constantly keep changing it.
Yeah, and that's just one of those problems that we just don't know about because we can't do anything about it.
No, we can't. And they're keep changing the rules.
Yeah, researchers found that nearly 3/4 of the infections occurred in people who were already fully vaccinated.
I'm sorry, say that one more time for those in the back.
Researchers found that nearly 3/4.
3/4.
Yeah, 3/4
That's a lot.
of the infected
Uh-huh.
were already fully vaccinated.
Well, thank God for that.
And it didn't care. It didn't matter which
it
shot.
didn't do
It didn't matter
anything.
which shot you got.
It didn't.
Which of the three, it doesn't matter. You still got the COVIDs.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. What's more, the test showed that immunized people carried about the same viral level in their nose and throat as unvaccinated people did.
So what you're saying, or what they're saying,
What
somebody
they're-
is saying,
What they're saying,
is this whole thing is just a giant joke.
yes, the vaccine does absolutely nothing.
Not a daggone thing.
To the new variant, apparently. The vaccine also doesn't stop you from getting sick. It doesn't stop you from transmitting. It doesn't stop you from doing anything, and you just got your arm shot up for absolutely nothing.
So it almost sounds like it was a waste of time.
And effort.
And yeah,
And
the
a
whole
lot of
stink about
money.
it. Yeah.
And you know what? It seems like it's also a huge waste of popular thought.
Popular thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thought of the population is what I'm kind of
Oh.
go. You know, the collective mind of America and of the world. This idea that this vaccine
But save everyone.
will save us all.
Except for
Except for the fact that it doesn't save
It's not.
basically anybody, and that it seems to affect the new variant seems to affect people that got the vaccine specifically.
Isn't that weird?
Which is why the CDC came out and said that even if you have had the vaccine, you still have to wear your face masks indoors and out.
Shenanigans. See, it's almost like it was planned this way, that it was never going to actually,
Like they were just waiting for the other shoe to drop?
Yeah, well, no, I don't even say waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's almost like they were intentionally holding an extra shoe. Like the whole thing is set up. Like I don't mean to play the whole conspiracy thing and all.
I mean, come on.
But yeah, no, that's what it sounds like to me, because it's pretty convenient that they push and they whine. We've got to get a vaccine. We've got to do this.
You need to be
and
vaccinated.
everybody starts getting it.
And then 60 to 70% of the people do.
And here we are yet again.
And 75%
Give or take.
are generally are going to be affected higher than the other 30% that didn't get it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that we mentioned this.
What do you mean?
I have
What
this.
do you mean kind of funny?
Well, I have this picture. The
picture,
the front page of the New York Post.
Okay, what is that? That's
Okay.
New York Post. Yeah, okay.
It shows a graph, and
Yeah,
the
it's a
headline says insanity.
Insanity.
Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do.
No, you're gonna say.
Here's what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna try and you're gonna share it.
You're going to throw it up there.
I'm gonna throw it up there.
There it is.
All right, I'm gonna catch it. All
There
right,
it is.
All right.
This is a fantastic photo, really.
It is.
I'd seen it posted elsewhere, and I went back and I verified. And the way I verified was by going through and actually pulling up the front page.
Okay. All right.
I typed in, New York Post and today's date, which is what this was.
Okay.
And this popped up. Okay.
All right.
It's very interesting to read. You getting it there?
I'm
almost?
trying to. It doesn't want to open.
Hit the. Oh, there you go. Because it was still loading.
No, it doesn't want to do it.
It's being a jerk. Hit the.
There it goes.
There it goes.
All right, now.
Now you got
There
it.
we go. Now we're working.
Complications.
Now we're cooking with fire.
Things are. Crises avoided. Anyway.
Right. Well, maybe.
Well, let's see here in a second. And
Yeah.
I'm pausing on this because if you're watching on the Facebooks and the YouTubes and everything else, this is something that is really, really fascinating that you kind of need to look at.
Nope. Not let me.
Oh, what a jerk.
Yep.
There's got to be another way. There's no other way?
I mean, there is. I just got to
Okay.
do another
Well,
thing.
in the meantime, and we'll as he's fiddling with it,
Yep.
the front page of it says insanity. And it shows a graph, a whole bunch of squares. And I'm not doing the math and counting them all out. But it says these squares equal 161 million vaccinated residents of the U.S.
161 million.
Dun, dun, dun,
Sorry, I
dun.
can't help it now.
No, it's fair. It's fair. Then after that, it says, and of those, and it shows a little circle, and it is a blown up spot. It's a teeny tiny little bitty little red square on the inside.
Yeah.
And on the inside,
Yeah.
it says, and of those, a tiny 5,601 caught the breakthrough COVID and were hospitalized. Okay?
Yeah. I don't have it. Somehow I don't have it. So I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but it is not there.
Well, figure
It's-
it out.
it's-
Anyway. And then it blows up on top of that again. And inside that teensy little red square that was inside the big white square is a little yellow square. And it says, and just 1,141 died, or 0.0007%. And then at the bottom, underneath all of that, it says, so why the panic? And why new mask mandates? Why no common sense? This is from the New York Post.
Yeah, well, the New York Post is the New York Post, so
Yeah, I know, but wow. I'm just saying there's just certain little things you kind of go, really?
yeah. Well,
That's fantastic that you would do something like that. I'm telling you, I feel that this whole thing has been planned. It was set up, in my humble opinion, tinfoil hat if you want to, I don't care.
Sure.
there's a part of me, a big part of me, that believes that the whole thing was set up and staged and everything else just to make sure that Trump got ousted. Number one.
Well, that is definitely something that could have happened.
Mm-hmm. And then number two, once it happened, they realized how well they were able to control and manipulate the masses.
Everyone.
They're continuing to double down and hold on to this as long as they possibly can.
I don't disagree.
So that's my humble 2 cents on the whole thing.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it.
Screw it. We're
Nope,
past it.
we're past it.
If you
It's
want
fine.
to see it, it's on our Facebook page. Go to Defenders Live Radio Show on Facebook, and it's should be posted there.
Yeah, a new CDC report details 469 cases of COVID linked to an outbreak in Provincetown, Massachusetts?
Provincetown.
Provincetown.
No. If it was Provincetown, there'd be no W. It's Provincetown,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Between July 3rd and July 17th, of which 74% were fully vaccinated.
Wow.
Only four
Wow.
Only 4 of the vaccinated people were hospitalized, 2 of whom had underlying conditions, and there were no deaths showing vaccines are effective even against the Delta variant, supposedly,
Really?
which now makes up 83% of all new infections.
Oh, good. Good. So again, at this point, there's nothing you can do.
83% of infections are now going to be Delta variant, and out of those, 75% are going to be already vaccinated people. And
Translation, we're all going to die.
no, translation, take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's...
Stop worrying about getting sick. You're going to get
I was
sick.
going to say, people have been getting sick since the beginning of time.
Everyone's going to get sick sometime. You're going to get sick. If it's going to be this, it's going to be another one, it's going to be something else. This is a virus. You can fix it with zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, and a little extra things called the hydroxychloroquines, and like there's another medicine out there that's also just as good.
Yes.
These medicines bring to the forefront and help your body absorb zinc faster because your body doesn't absorb zinc well because, well, it's kind of like a really heavy mineral. And so it's really hard for your body to absorb it.
I like heavy metal.
Yeah, so do I. But zinc helps kill the virus. It literally neutralizes viruses. That's what it does. I am not a doctor.
You sure?
Yes,
Okay.
certain. I am not a doctor, and nor am I a pharmacist.
Did you ever play one on TV?
I have not.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I started to get excited. I was like, well, tell
But
me.
I have stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
That's all you need nowadays.
So we're good. All right.
That's all you need.
And I'm not telling you what to do because that would be stupid of me.
Are you sure you're not telling me?
No, I'm not telling you.
I
what
feel
to
like
do.
you are.
I am giving an idea,
A recommendation?
a recommendation, something you can do. I'm saying that it's not necessary to do all of those other steps, but if you'd like to do those other steps because it makes you feel better, then do it. But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You can take care of yourself and your family and everything else without having to mask up, without having to be afraid, without having to do all the rest of it, without having to get a shot in your arm for absolutely no reason, where then you also catch the new variant of the virus, same thing,
Yeah.
faster
Faster, stronger.
and more effectively. You more
Yeah.
effectively get sick because of the vaccine.
Weird how that
It doesn't
works.
hurt you as bad, but you get sick worse. Or you get sick
still
just
happens.
as fast. It
Yeah.
happens. So do it if you want to.
Yeah, no, I'm not
And
going to.
you know what? If you're 65 or older, or if you're above the age of like 55 and you have problems, maybe it's for you. I don't know.
Well, even if you're not and you feel like it's for you, knock yourself out. I'm just.
Go ahead.
From what's coming out, it
Stop being afraid. That's all I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter.
Can you
That's
stop?
what this sounds like.
Let's just stop being afraid.
everything. Why are we afraid of everything?
There's no reason to be afraid of the virus, okay? There's absolutely no reason to be afraid of it. It is now proven that it is basically the flu as far as death counts, as far as infection rates.
Yeah.
Basically for everything. For all accounts, it's basically the flu plus or minus 1 or 2, all right?
And
It's-
arguably, I feel like we could probably get away with, or let me phrase that it wasn't it wouldn't have been as bad if they didn't make such a big deal out of it.
Right.
That's my humble opinion. And I don't know. We're not
I agree.
doctors. We
Yep.
don't know anything. But I believe that a lot of this stuff, if they had to make such a giant deal out of it, I don't think it would have been as bad.
Yep. Because it wouldn't have been an issue that would have literally destroyed an election.
Yeah. It's almost, again, like they planned it.
Like they planned it.
Weird.
It's kind of weird how that works.
Isn't it?
In that same vein, though, Los Angeles Unified School District
Los Angeles.
announced on Thursday that it will require all students and employees returning for in-person learning to be tested for COVID on a weekly basis.
Why?
On Thursday, KTLA TV reported that all returning students and employees will be subject to ongoing weekly COVID testing, whether or not they have been vaccinated.
Now,
So once a week, you will have a one of those giant
Q-tips.
Q-tip
Shoved
cotton
right
swabs
up your nose.
shoved right into your nose,
Yeah.
because you got to follow your nose.
Just scrape the bottom of your brain. It's kind of...
It is, and that's every week.
Yay.
Every week, you come in once a week,
But what if you're vaccinated, though?
go to class.
Even if they're
Doesn't
not,
matter.
even if they're vaccinated.
Even if you aren't. Yeah, even
so
if you
what
are.
was the point?
Absolutely no point at all. In a statement, interim superintendent Megan Kelly. No, not that Megan Kelly.
Megan Kelly.
Do you remember that commercial?
No, which commercial?
The
You
guy-
got to be a tad more
Okay,
specific.
it's the
than that.
infomercial, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Tom Cruise." No, not that Tom Cruise.
No, I don't remember.
You
that.
don't remember that?
No.
Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway,
That good, huh?
it was bad. It's so bad. Quote, "This is in accordance with the most recent guidance from the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health."
Okay.
From LA.
Ally.
Baseline testing for students returning to campus began on Monday. The district previously stated that fully vaccinated students and employees would not be required for the testing for COVID, the outlet reported, but they rescinded that plan earlier this month. Quote, "In addition to regular testing, safety measures will include masking for all students, staff, and visitors, maximum physical distance as much as possible, continuing comprehensive sanitizing efforts, including frequent hand washing, upgrading air filtration systems, and collaborating with health partners and agencies to support free COVID vaccinations."
If there should be like a whole boatload of dropouts going on in LA. This time. I'm telling you.
I can see it happening, yeah.
Yeah,
I see a lot of that happening.
Yeah,
I really can.
Because I wouldn't if I was a parent and had kids in school in LA.
A lot.
There's no way. I would the moment I find that out, I'd be like, nope. Not today, Satan.
Knock on that. Would be print. That's right. The district statement continued saying, "Ultimately, the greatest protection against COVID and Delta variant is vaccination."
Of course it is.
We just talked how that is.
Yeah,
We just-
that's how it works.
The CDC
CDC actually comes
has
out.
actually disproven that statement.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. We encourage everyone
I wouldn't say
who is
funny,
eligible to be vaccinated.
If you're able to be vaccinated, you should.
That's right. If you're over the age of 12 and you haven't had your shot in your arm, you need to do it now.
It's just I can't.
Yeah, I know. The site told users that Los Angeles Unified is providing COVID testing for all students and staff.
They're not
all students and employees, both vaccinated and unvaccinated, returning for in-person instruction must participate in baseline and ongoing weekly COVID testing. This is in accordance with the most recent guidelines. Blah, 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 blah. Tests are free, quick, and easy.
But what does
Just
it
like
matter?
most people in LA.
Ta-da.
And your personal information will remain confidential.
Right. I totes believe that.
Totes my goats.
Right? I just again, if you're going to insist, one, again, as we said earlier, the earlier story, very clearly, it almost doesn't matter whether you've got the jab or not. Doesn't, because people are dying apparently just as quick and just as easy as without it. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
Now you're going to turn around and go, oh, well, we're going to still make you get tested. Why? Why? What is the point?
There's absolutely no point. So we have a family friend, and their daughter was in school. She's already in school because she goes to year-round stuff. Anyway, so they're already in school, right?
Yep.
Well, her daughter is now being forced to do 2 weeks of in-home schooling because she was around two people that potentially were potentially COVID positive. And even though she went and got tested and she tested negative for everything, she now has to stay in-person learning, in-home learning for the next 2 weeks.
So
for absolutely no reason at all.
This is so stupid.
Absolutely no reason at all.
I just it's dumb.
Yep. That's what it is. This is what these people are. This is the fear factor. This is the scare tactics. This is all the bull crap that we've been dealing with for 2 years. And they just don't want to stop.
No.
It's like asking them to give away all of their power. It's like asking a kid with ice cream to give you the entire ice cream.
That's what I was, and we alluded to it. And I don't think we actually came out that blatantly and said it, but that was what we were trying to say from the very beginning with all of this. When it all first started, is you think that they're doing it to take care of us. They're looking out for us. No,
they're not looking out for
They
you.
don't give
They're
a
looking out for
flying-
them and their pockets.
Yep. They don't give a flying fig about you, and they're not going to release the power once that goes away, because it's never going to go away.
This isn't something that goes away. Emergency powers don't go away ever, unless the new administration sees it and they're like, oh, I'm going to do something good and get rid of these emergency powers that I don't need.
Yeah, but what is the likelihood of that at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. It's just ridiculous. And then what's going to end up happening is it'll no matter who comes in, no matter who follows up afterwards, they're going to just bring it right back.
Yep.
It's going to come right back again. Oh, look at the numbers. All this, all that. I'm telling you.
Yep.
We're going to be right back to this all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll have 4 years of quietness, so nobody will be able to say anything or talk about it because of whatever.
Yep.
And they'll hype it up. And then by the time
COVID will be a new word you can't say.
I wish it was a word that nobody did say.
It'll be a word that you cannot say without causing fear and panic in the world.
It's so stupid. It really is so stupid.
The Knights Who Say Knee over there on the Twitters. You like heavy metal? You mean like Creed?
With arms wide open
I saw
under sunlight.
I saw a John Chris TikTok that made me giggle. It was that I don't know, Mayor told you about it. He was walking through like his yard. He was acting like he could hear, like somebody was playing the music, and he could hear it. So he's walking around going, "Who's playing this stuff?" Da, 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 and just kept on. And he ends up like in his basement, and Creed's down there playing. It was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
It was good. I was like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I can take that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. That's okay. And by the way, Song of the Slug, whenever you do hear this, we forgive you. She says, sorry, I'm traveling home right now, and I'm going through a lot of Wi-Fi dead zones.
That's okay.
That's fine.
That's why we
forgive you.
have a podcast.
Yeah, we have a podcast. You can
listen to it whenever.
whenever you want.
Olivia Flickering on Twitter. We gave the patients a normal dose 100 times per day, and they all died. So there, Trump. Hydroxychloroquine is dangerous.
That's about right.
That's about where it'll go.
Yeah.
We gave enough hydroxychloroquine to kill like a bull elephant.
With just the amount of heavy metals
And
in their
it
system.
happened.
Yeah. It's called heavy metal poisoning at that point.
Adam W. Johnson also on Twitter. I was starting to say the same thing when you beat me to it, Dylan. Zinc, D, and C, and weight loss, because most of the deaths have been morbidly obese, from what I understand. Now that may be fake news. I haven't verified, but that's what I've heard, and that's where we're at. Is everything now is fake news? You can't trust anything. It's almost like, again, like it's planned.
Like it was planned.
It's weird.
And I know. It's just weird.
the sunlight. Somewhere in the moon. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. With arms wide open.
Which is funny because he's old enough now. He sounds like Rolf from the Muppets.
Does he really?
The dog that played the piano.
Yeah.
With arms wide open.
Oh, you want to talk about feeling old and speaking about music?
Stop. Don't.
Dusty Hill died.
Who?
The bassist for
Oh, yeah, I
ZZ
saw
Top.
that. I saw that, yeah. I saw that.
That hurt my heart.
Yeah.
It really did. I was a tad upset about that one. Because ZZ Top was one of my favorites. Like I liked it because it was the same three guys
Yeah.
from the beginning. Like, daggone it.
Doom, doom, doom.
See, now all I want to do is listen to
Clean shirt. New shoes.
I don't care what I'm gonna do.
Silk suit. Top hat.
I don't know where all the ladies at.
They come running just as fast as they can. 'Cause every girl's crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
That and you can never, like, I'm sorry, but their little cameo in Back to the Future 3,
Yeah.
when they were playing, it's so good.
And
So
they did
good.
It was good times.
It made me happy.
Wonderful days.
Yep.
Best days are here again.
Or not.
Not really.
This is Defenders Live.
So it's Friday.
Yeah, it is.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
And we decided to try something a tad new.
Yeah, just a hair.
We're
just
sampling
smidge.
this. We're trying to see how this works.
I know it's going to be a little bit different.
It is, but we hope you like it. So on our Facebook, on our website, doaeshow.com,
Yep. There's a section.
there is a section. We put it up fairly recently called Ask Defenders.
Deer Defenders.
Dear Defenders.
Deer
Tomato,
Defen- yeah,
tomato,
same thing,
tomato.
basically. It's Deer Defenders.
It's like Dear Abby is what the
Right.
intent was.
Yes.
And we had the inspiration from some Slate thing that we read or something somewhere, and it made us giggle. And so we thought we should try it.
Yes.
And we have a few here, so we're gonna.
We're just going to play a
We're
little
gonna
bit
try
here.
this.
And, that's,
I know.
I really do think that goes well.
I know.
I think this is going to work.
And now, Dear Defenders, and our first one. You want to read the first one? Just
I guess
because-
I can. Yeah. I think that might be the best way to do
Go
this.
for it.
We got it's our friend, wonderful person over there. The handle is Catherine Bigman.
Okay.
She says, "Well, I have this fear of being buried alive in a box. I start thinking about being buried alive and I panic. Truly, thinking about it does make my life horrible. I can't go through tunnels
Oh.
or be in an elevator
Wow.
or in a house.
Wow. That's.
Anything boxy. Just can't do it."
You want me to take this? Let me take this.
I think you got this.
Let me take this
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
again, we're not professionals.
Obviously.
We're not.
Right.
We have I have a little bit of experience and stuff in psychology and whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
If you get a pen and a paper, I've got 2 words that will fix this.
Okay.
Okay, that
Two
will fix
words.
all the. It will all the problems will go away.
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple minutes to get the pen and paper ready.
Okay, so while you're doing that, we're just gonna.
Just get it all right, because this is actually life altering.
It's gonna be great for you.
I discovered this a long time ago.
A long time
and
ago.
it has completely changed my life. Are you
Galaxy
ready?
far,
Pen
far
and paper
away.
ready?
No, well, I think we need to give him another 2.
Song's only like 3 minutes, dude.
All right, go ahead.
All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. The 2 words that you need to write down to always remember. Are you ready? Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. STOPIT. Stop it.
That's what we're
That's
doing?
it. Just stop being worried about this stuff. You can't live your life not being able to go into a box. Stop it.
Because everything's a box.
There we go. Moving on.
Everything is boxy.
There we go.
That's what we're doing here. Okay.
That's how we do it.
All right.
And we're glad we can help you.
Okay, yeah.
Catherine
And by
Bigman.
the way, Catherine Bigman, if you have any other questions, want anything else,
Yeah, feel free to throw us a line.
please do.
Hopefully-
we are more than happy.
No, it's a little swipe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going.
Hopefully we have been able to fix this. And now we move on to the next one. Sweats.
Sweats.
It's just the name is just
sweats.
Sweats.
Okay. A lot?
I don't know. It just says sweats.
All right.
I'm in a bit of a conundrum when it comes to work. Mm-hmm. I accepted my position with the knowledge that things are not going well, but we're at least trending in the right direction. Unfortunately, since I've taken my position, the person who pretty much.
Apparently, they ran into an issue of the words being limited at the time.
So,
I guess I'll take that one.
since taking the position, the person who
Pretty much. I'm going to go
hold on.
out
just for fairness.
Yeah.
Just for fairness. In all honesty, I believe I know Sweats.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, and I may have been in.
Okay,
in
so
some of this story.
elaborate a little bit.
Okay, if it's what I'm thinking it is,
Okay.
and privy to,
All right.
he is in a spot where he could be able to move into a position that's coming open.
Okay.
And the 2 people that are being kind of tossed around is him and another guy. And the
Yeah.
other guy, if my memory serves me right, it was along the lines of maybe his mentor or a tutor
Okay.
or something
gotcha.
like that.
So somebody that he has like a mentor relationship
Yeah,
with.
the guy's got a little bit more experience and it's just as deserving.
Right.
But they're kind of creating it for him, not for the other guy. Does that make sense?
Oh.
And it's one of those, it would obviously be better, but
It would be better for you specifically, but it may not be better for your relationship.
because a similar situation, I believe he said it was his boss had gotten his position virtually in the same way. Kind of,
Gotcha. So he's gonna
almost seemed cutthroat or whatever, and it was
right.
it wasn't meant
Okay.
to be, but so
Okay, so here's the deal.
Sure.
And you actually need to confront this head on. This is a head on confrontation.
well, I think part of what he's wondering is should he take the job if offered?
Well, here's the deal.
I don't know,
This
because
is
all
what
it-
I mean.
it
Hold
doesn't
on.
finish.
Hold on. So yeah, but hold on. This is where you need to be pretty much balls forward with this.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
No problem.
So, and here's what I mean. All right, when we're talking about being balls forward, you have a person that you see as a mentor, but you also have a position in the same company as that person, and that person is about to be passed up by you. Okay. This is where you have a conversation with that person.
okay.
And you have that conversation, and it's very easy, very simple, very direct. I think this position might have been made so that I could move up. And I don't want our relationship to be ruined by it.
Okay.
If I do take this job and if it is offered to me, I don't want this relationship that we have, this good friendship that we have, I don't want it to be ruined by something as silly as a job promotion.
Yeah.
And I understand that it's going to be problematic,
Just a tad.
potentially, for you. So I'd like to talk to you about that, and I'd like to make sure. And now you don't have to be mamby-pamby about it. You don't have to be a wimp about it. You don't have to be soft about it. But if it's a relationship that you would like to cultivate, okay?
Or at least keep.
Or keep. If it's a relationship you want to keep or cultivate, you go about it that way. Because obviously there's going to be strife internally between the two of you if you don't.
Yeah.
So you confront it head on, and then you move on from there. No matter what happens, here's the situation. A job is a job is a job is a job. If the company sees that they like your performance better than they like your mentor's performance,
Or the other person, whoever.
or the other person's or whatever else, then you take the job.
Yeah.
And the reason why you take the job is to better your family and your situation. I'm not saying to walk on him. I'm saying to be good to the people as you move forward.
Yeah. Because there's nothing wrong with thinking of the other person and feeling kind of iffy on moving in that decision.
Yeah.
Absolutely wouldn't. But at the same time, you have to kind of, like you said, it in a non-douchey way,
You have to come
look out
forward.
for you.
Yeah, you have to look out for you, but you also have to be very forward thinking with this situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like it.
So if
Where is
you-
this going
if
to
you-
take you? What is it going to put you in? Blah, blah, blah. Because I would almost bet money, in my humble opinion, that this other person might not be thinking of things the same way. Do you know what I mean?
so
If the,
you might
if the
be-
shoe was on the other foot, would probably walk all over you, and or not even you like in an ugly way, but like just walk right past it, just take
Wouldn't even
whatever,
think about it.
and not think twice.
It might be something to where he doesn't even think about it. And
Mm-hmm.
if you get selected, he's going to be happy for you. But you need to confirm that instead of pondering on it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? Because that's going to be poison to you.
And if you know it's going to be bad, I mean, then just
Confront it head on.
tell them, like, you know, hey, sorry, and be as nice about it as you can. But again,
If they offer me the job, I'm going to accept
yeah,
it.
at the end of the day, yeah, you got to look out for number one. And I know that sounds kind of douchey, but I mean,
The reason why you're in a job in the first place is to take care of you and your family.
yeah, because he's, not gonna.
You and yours.
He's not gonna look out for you.
Nobody else is going to pay your bills. Right?
So-
Your mentor's not going to pay your bills. I'm sorry. He's
Now,
not.
Hopefully, we answered that well. Again, it was kind of
Partially in place.
partially,
Not
and I
quite
may,
there,
and like I
you
said,
know.
I assumed I filled in the holes as best as I possibly could,
Right.
and so it could have been right, it could have been wrong, I don't know, but
Could have been anything. But if you would like to get some, I don't know,
sage advice.
some advice from some not so learned folks.
Speak for yourself. I'm not that learned either.
All right,
Anyway.
thank you. Let's be honest here. Just some regular blue collar guys that are just here, doing a show, enjoying each other, enjoying you guys.
And who have an awesome jingle for this. I'm sorry,
I
I
love this jingle too. Yeah. If you just want to hear some advice about something that you have troubles in your life, or if you want to just tell us about something, let us know. Go to our website, doaeshow.com. doaeshow.com. Hit the Dear Defenders tab and submit, which, by the way, you can now submit as long of a paragraph as you want.
Unlike Poor Sweats, who
Got cut off, and I apologize.
couldn't. So,
I completely apologize, Sweat.
and I hope I hope I got it all right. I'm just assuming. Again, I'm guessing. It was
and since
a leap,
right?
but
It's a leap of faith here.
But I might be right. I might be
Yeah.
wrong. I don't.
Well, if that's the case, just know nobody else is going to pay your bills.
Yep.
Nobody else is going to take care of you or your family.
And remember, Catherine, stop it.
That's right,
Just
Catherine.
stop it.
Yeah, stop it, Catherine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there you go.
there it is.
I think it went pretty well.
I think so. I think that was that worked out pretty well.
I'm happy.
You know,
I'm happy.
you're happy with this.
I am.
It worked out. I mean, it was good.
I think it worked
think it
out
worked
pretty
out
well.
fine. I think-
Oblivion Flickering over on Twitter. Just stop it. Dylan obviously went to Bob Newhart School of Psychiatry.
Yes.
I did. It was
Yes, he
actually a
did.
very cheap course online,
Right. Yeah. It's 10 minutes.
and it was free.
Most of it was him introducing himself. And
Yeah.
then-
He also followed up with
Stop it.
If you fear being buried alive, just make sure your coffin is equipped with a long spike affixed to the inner lid.
just saying.
Yes, you want it to go straight through the brain, so that way it's quick and painless.
Not saying. Just saying.
I'm just saying, it could be funny.
One more time, this time with feeling.
And not with gusto. If you have a good friend, they'll turn around and open the lid back up and slam it again just to make sure.
Yep, because you never know nowadays.
So which one are we going to first?
I think we need to go here.
Here, since we're on the COVID thing, and we'll round it out and go into Florida stuff in the second half. The Australian Army is being deployed.
I'm sorry.
They're at war. You see? Are you laughing that Australia has an army?
Yeah.
That's messed up. That's not nice.
That caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
I mean, they're way the hell away from everything. Nobody wants to live there.
Everything is deadly in Australia. There's no reason for them to have a standing army.
Well, but maybe that's why they have the impression that everything is deadly, therefore so is their army.
Except their army.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What are you going to do, get bushwhacked?
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
But yeah, they're being deployed. So they're at war.
War.
Yeah, they are.
Sydney's at war.
They are. Well, Australia.
Australia
is
at war.
They're at war.
They're at war. You're
with COVID.
I knew it.
They've
deployed.
I knew it. They deployed their military to enforce coronavirus lockdowns in Sydney after COVID-19 cases have remained high despite restrictions being active for 5 weeks.
This is why having a standing army in peacetime is bad.
Officials in Sydney have ordered mandatory testing and mask wearing outdoors as an outbreak of the highly contagious Delta variant is putting suburbs at risk of spreading the virus.
Not the suburbs.
Yeah, I know, which is really weird if you've ever been to Australia. Their suburbs is
The burbs.
not the same as here.
There's not the same burbs.
Not even close.
Nowhere close.
I find it funny, though, if you notice the word usage they use there. Highly contagious.
Highly contagious.
Not highly deadly.
highly contagious.
Contagious.
It's viral.
Yeah. Do you know, like, the flu is highly contagious? Pneumonia is highly
Right.
contagious.
All of these things are
the
highly
common cold is highly
highly
contagious. You don't see them, wetting their shorts over that one.
No.
This week, the beginning of the 6th week of lockdowns, the state of New South Wales reported 170 new local cases.
Okay, can we...
170 new
Stop.
cases.
That's not even what I'm complaining about now. Stop.
The New South Wales?
Yes.
You know why they have
No.
But do you know why they have the names? Do you know?
Because they were a penal colony.
Yes, and it's all it is spite against. It's their way of trying to say, we're better than.
Just say that you're better by giving yourself a new freaking name. You don't take somebody else's name, put the word new in front of it and say it's good. That's what we did here. And guess what? New York.
That's better than New Amsterdam.
No, it's not.
I think so.
It's the same place.
Not as cumbersome.
It doesn't matter.
Can you imagine?
New Hampshire.
New Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam, New York.
Anywho, 170 new cases, though, were reported there, mostly in the capital of Sydney, which is down from the record of 239 a day before. So the record peaked at 239. They're technically dropping as far as the number of new cases, and they're freaking out. At least 42 people who tested positive for COVID spend time in the community while contagious. So there's that.
Hold on. I just need to
Hold up.
I need to look up something here.
Sure.
And we're just gonna.
Are you the population? We're looking at the okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now you're doing it just Sydney or all of Australia?
Just Sydney.
Okay.
Just Sydney. The current metro area population, so not even like greater Sydney, just like the Sydney area, just downtown
Sydney proper.
Yeah. 4,992,000 people.
Huh. So
4 million.
4 million people.
Uh-huh.
And they're complaining about 170 new cases.
170 new
Now,
cases.
real fast, they're not giving us the total number that I'm seeing.
Well, generally.
No, not the total number that's on there.
Yeah, right.
For all of
right. This is the new cases that happened in Sydney.
See if you can find the total of confirmed COVID
COVID cases
for Australia.
That's resin. No.
No, they're not saying it in here. See, that's the funny part about that is they're not going to turn around and tell you how many cases that Australia's actually had
Right.
because, well,
They don't have a lot.
makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But I gotta look at something here
You
as
do?
well. Yeah, 192,000.
Okay.
And then we're gonna
Typing in the numbers.
Yeah. We're gonna hold on. Where do you go? 170 divided by 4,992,000. Okay.
Okay.
It's
There's a number to you're stalling.
yeah,
We are
it's,
live on the air.
1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Before
So 0.00003% of the city of Sydney
yeah.
that have, at least as far as we can tell, as based off of
For
what
this week.
for what they've put
Yeah.
out.
The new cases this week reported
Huh.
is 0.00003 of the population of Sydney.
Well, don't you know that one is too many? If we can just save one life, Stephen, just one
1%.
life.
Just 1%.
No, not even 1%. Just one life. One life.
If I had one life.
If I had one life to live. This week, already did that. Residents in the area with high numbers of infections must stay within 3 miles of their home. Apparently, COVID can't travel past 3 miles.
Nope.
Which is really weird when you have like 4 million people all together.
In that big conglomerate area.
Yeah.
Metro area.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot further than
That's
just
a lot of 3 miles.
3 miles.
That's a lot for 3 miles.
Yeah. 3 miles from their home and be tested for COVID every 3 days in order to be permitted to do essential work outside their area. This is fantastic. Y'all are dumb.
You need to read the next part.
I am.
Like right now.
The quote. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think you are.
I'm not.
Quote.
I'm not
The
ready.
sheer volume of increase over the last week means the level of compliance enforcement has gone from hundreds into thousands.
Really? Because you didn't actually show those numbers, so I have no idea.
That according to Mick Fuller.
Mick.
Yeah, Mick. Yeah, like Mick. M-I-C-K, Mick.
Mick.
Like Mickey Mouse, but -1. Yes, Mick.
He's a Mick.
Yes, he is. The police have already given the power to close businesses found to be in violation of restrictions. The Army personnel will be under police command and will not be armed.
Then why are they there?
Right.
Yeah.
Then nobody stops to think for a second that these cats are, people and walking around.
Well, yeah,
they're not going to spread anything.
They're perfectly safe.
Public health officials in Australia said that the people are waiting too long to get tested for developing COVID symptoms and are risking spreading the virus to vulnerable family members and other people in the community. I can't even have to. It was my face. The increased enforcement measures are being met with resistance from the Sydney residents, many of whom are immigrants to their communities.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They're like, hey, you can't.
Hey, guys, this is not cool. Like, what are you
can't-
doing here? This is not right.
You can't do this.
Yeah.
That's not right. You giant douchebags.
It's right, yeah.
Quote, they've got no ideas or no other ideas than to bring the military as a last resort because they're lost for answers on issues they created. That, according to Steve Christou, mayor of the suburb of Cumberland, where 60% of its 240,000 residents are immigrants. He continues on. They are poor. They are a poor community. They're a vulnerable community. And they don't deserve these lockdowns, these extended and harsh measures that they have been targeted with, he told Reuters, as a quote.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, Australia has adopted some of the strictest lockdown policies of any developed nation. While their overall cases count is much lower than other countries, estimated at 34,000 cases.
Sorry, what?
estimated 34,000 cases
Cases.
of COVID. That means 34,000 people out of the 4 million has caught the virus, and fewer than 1,000 dead. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So only 1,000.
Uh-huh.
1,000
Go ahead. Yep.
out of 4 million, almost 5 million.
Almost 5 million. So, the 0.006 caught it. And then 1,000.
That's of the population percentile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going to divide that by 49992.
Don't forget to carry the 1.
000. And don't forget to carry the 1 of it. And that's 0.0002
Of the entire population
died. Yeah, it's not.
I bet you more people died in car crashes in Australia.
I bet you more people died from snake bites.
Yeah. Or dingoes.
Dingoes.
A dingo ate your baby. Okay. But
That kangaroo punched you in the face.
that koala pooped on your head. Yeah, so 34,000 cases, fewer than 1,000 dead. Only 18% of Australians over the age of 16 have been fully vaccinated.
Okay, so what that tells me is that we shouldn't be vaccinated because their rate is awesome.
Wait a minute, that's telling you, not the other stories we had before.
Only 18% of Australians over the age of 16 have been vaccinated for COVID, and they've only had 0.006 infection rate and 0.0002 death.
It's so stupid. Government officials say lockdown policies will continue until more people become vaccinated.
The beatings will continue until morale improves.
That's pretty much it.
That's what you just said.
Bringing the military in. The
That's
army.
literally what they just said.
We're bringing the army in. Don't worry, they're not going to be armed.
Right. First off, you have a military, and that's funny to me. I don't know why. It's
Yes,
just-
you do. 'Cause
That's so funny to me. There's no reason for
Nobody wants
Nobody
Australia.
needs Australia to have a military.
It is funny, though.
What are you doing? Who are you invading? Are you attacking? Are you attacking anybody? No.
Actually,
Are you defending yourself against anybody? No, because you ask us to do it.
at this point, the only thing they should have is a navy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I'd see Navy and Air Force there.
Yeah, because that's, well, no, Navy.
Well, also China and their attacks.
Navy.
Just all Navy.
Yeah, I would do it mostly. I mean, it'd be predominantly Navy. Mainly the reason I say that is because think about it. They are so far from everywhere that in order for planes to get there properly and well,
They'd have to puddle jump anyway.
probably.
Unless they're like high performance jets and, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not to say that wouldn't be an issue, but I'd have more of a Navy right now than
I mean,
an Air Force.
bombers
They
could
still have Air Force. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't have
Long-range
it.
bombers could definitely make it.
Oh, sure. But I mean,
Especially from China.
yeah, but they could see that coming literally, no pun intended, from miles away.
Right.
So they could easily, avert that.
Hey, there's some bombers on the way.
Something is coming.
We should probably stop that.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
Man the cannons.
and you have like boatloads of submarines and junk out in the water.
Yeah.
Way the hell out. Who's going to say anything about international waters?
No one.
Say something to me. We crossed into the international waters outside of
Say it
Australia,
ain't
and there's
so.
still 4,000 miles to go before you get to land. Shut up.
Say it ain't so.
Just saying. It's dumb.
Oh, gosh.
But
Once again, though, like, I get you want to protect yourself, but you don't need an army.
no, I mean,
You don't need it. You're an island.
New Zealand's just as bad. They're getting just as bad. I saw a video the other day where they were actually, I don't know who it was, but some lady who I'm only can guess is the equivalent of Jen Psaki
Okay.
for
The Jen
for,
Psaki.
for New Zealand.
Yeah.
And literally in almost verbatim says, look, y'all don't believe anything y'all hear. We're the government. You just believe what we tell you, and we'll guide you the right way.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
could go your own way.
You could go your own way. Oblivion flickering over Twitter. Australia needs a military. Even Germany wouldn't accept their surrender. That's not
Oh,
nice.
that's wrong.
Who the hell would want to take over? Nights who say knee, you could go. with the Schrute family tradition and make certain the deceased is dead, in fact dead. That's a good way of doing it. He's going back to the whole coffin thing.
Yeah, just got to make sure.
Because you see that episode, but they getting ready to bury his aunt, and it's this beautiful ceremony and blah blah blah. And just before they drop the casket down, he literally kicks the lid off, pulls a shotgun, and blasts her in the chest like 4 times.
Just got to make sure, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He's like, they got to do a habit where, there was too many people accidentally being buried alive, so they just make sure they're dead.
I ain't staying up with the dead no more.
No. Let's see.
But I will stay up for American Pride Roasted Coffee.
Well, I would, because it's historically great coffee, duh. Guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it in your mouth.
Of course.
Makes everything better, even the lockdowns in Australia.
That's right. Don't forget to go to mojo50.com.
Yeah, do that.
Or check them out on the iHeartRadio app. You do the Mojo 50 radio button where you can get 24/7 libertarian free speech all in your ear holes.
All up in your ear hole. Go to our website, doashow.com. Check out the archives and the shop.
Do the Dear Defenders.
Dear Defenders, become a defender with us. Follow us on all social medias at DOA Show. Get your tweets in. We got a whole nother hour to go. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Do, 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 do.
All right.
More coffee. He's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes. I gotta hear it again. It just makes me happy. I don't know why it does. It just makes me happy. Your regularly scheduled program will return in a moment. Yeah, those tunnel spiders are not, or the funnel spider. Yeah. No, thank you, sir. That's not good. Makes one cringe, really. Dee 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 ba 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 da da dun da 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 da. I couldn't resist.
What are you not resisting? Oh, the song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had to start it again. Which, if you think about it, would be a great filler for the. This is time-wise is almost perfect.
Oh yeah, because of like 3 minutes.
Uh huh.
Now we need to get one of the other ones for this.
Oh.
Because that way it'll be, you could just like pop it on yours and.
Well, I can't do it on here because.
Yeah, you can. It won't interfere.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Drive people nuts with this thing. Boom, 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 boom. It's close.
It's pretty close, actually. Yeah, especially when you consider that you started it at the
Yeah.
just right at the mark.
That wasn't right away.
No, you started it right after the clock changed over to the new.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's Friday.
Yep.
So we try to keep things happy. Try.
Try so hard.
We do.
Got so far.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, by the way,
yeah.
I just want to say something.
What's that?
I figure doing it on air is the best way to do it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not a fan of your son.
I heard about this. So you can
Did
go ahead.
you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So I'm hanging out here at the house, and he's playing by himself on his own little world and he's singing.
No, hold on.
No, but this, I'm just telling you my.
Before you get there, my son, my son is definitely my son.
Oh yeah, no, we're that. No.
There is
Here's the deal.
Like
I don't-
he is like.
You don't have to say that.
No,
I'm
no.
about to confirm that.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, so if he gets a song, he gets a song. If he gets,
Oh my God, does he
there-
get a song?
He gets out. It's all there, and yeah, that's definitely my kid.
So I'm sitting there and minding my own business, and I'm here. He's singing away to himself. I'm like, okay, and all of a sudden, I get this song stuck in my head. And then I realize that this sweet,
3-year-old.
adorable, innocent little 3-year-old is singing Blink 182. And the damn song has been stuck in my head all day. And it's buried in there so well that even listening to it in the car when I left didn't make it go away. So I just wanted to let you know.
I don't know how that song got stuck in his head.
I don't know, but
he
just
loves that freaking
he was
song.
just jamming to it. I'm
and
like,
it's Miss You, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, daggone it.
Miss you. That's all he does. That's the only part that he does.
No, he was doing.
Was he
He
doing the
went.
other
He
part?
went a little bit further.
Oh, good.
He went a couple other lines, but I'm just saying. I was just like, for the love of God, make it stop. Can't. It took forever for it to go away.
No, and now it's back.
And it's no, it's gone. I'm actually I'm in a good place now because the other song replaced it. Now all I'm hearing is a flute going doo 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 doo. So there you go. I just wanted to clarify that before we continue. If he was older, I'd kick his ass, but he's 3.
a cute little 3-year-old.
He's a cute little adorable 3-year-old, and all I can do is go.
running around in a Squirtle outfit.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, and I mean, and there's worse things he could have been singing.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. And I mean, Blink 182 is not the worst ever.
It's not the best either, but it's
But really,
definitely not
I
the
mean-
worst.
Oh man, he could have been singing the alphabet song by
Who's that?
It's not Blink 182. It's the Canadian group that came out around the same time. They do
No idea which
they do the stupid songs as well. They did a whole bunch of stupid songs.
Like what?
Like I can't.
Well, I mean, like another song. Do you have another song?
Not right now.
Not the Wiggles, is it?
No, it's a Canadian rock group
Oh, I don't know.
like that was
I don't
similar
care.
to Blink 182 in that time frame.
Nickelback.
No. No, it's not it. No.
Because everyone hates Nickelback.
Yeah, everybody hates Nickelback. That's right.
I didn't say it was bad parenting. I just said it's a little frustrating.
But they made the new alphabet song, you know.
Oh, God.
A is for isle. B is for Delium.
What?
Yeah.
For Delium?
Yeah, because it has a silent B at the front. C is for Czar, and if you see him, do you mind telling him?
Oh, my God.
It's a good song, dude.
It is so good. I mean, I'm sure it sounds like it, but obviously it's not to phonetically teach kids the alphabet because you can't say B is for Delium because it's not the right one.
Well, if you consider that a lot of kids are dyslexic for the BD run.
Well, no, that's true too. But.
for a while, they swapped the BDs.
Oh, yeah.
So it's yeah.
Still though.
No, it's not. It's an advanced ABC song. It's not. For it's not for the educational purposes of a 3 to 5 year old.
It's not for the
It's
faint
more
of
like
heart
a
either.
7 to 10 year old, and it's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
G's for gnarly, I's for irk,
Oh my God.
H is for hour.
I saw a video today. Now you remember, and we've talked about it on the show. You remember the girl that had the name Ladasha?
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked about that.
You remember the other one that we found out that had the name was Forrest. It was Forrest, spelled 4 S's and a T.
Or est.
Yeah, Forrest. I found a new one.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna spell it out, and it's so much easier when you see it.
Okay.
I'm gonna spell it out for you.
In your mind's eye, remember this.
Okay, so get a pen and paper.
Write it down.
Write this down.
All right, hold on.
You ready?
No,
So the name is spelled.
no, I'm not ready.
Hurry up.
I'm not ready.
Come on.
Hold on, I'm not ready. All right.
You ready?
Name is
J
uh-huh.
K
Uh-huh.
M N. Okay? Now, that's how it's spelled. That's how it's spelled, okay? Now, take a moment. I'm going to give you time. I'm going to start the song. Give you a little bit. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just give you a little bit of time. You think about it. Study that. Look at that name. Try and think of what that name is. How you would enunciate that name. J K N M. Okay?
In M.
N M. Okay? Take your time. Think about it. Look at it. Study it. I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind. Are you ready?
No, I'm not.
You ready? You gonna guess? Or you wanna take a guess? Or you
I can't. Like, I got nothing.
Okay. Remember, those of you that don't have it writing down, the name is spelled J K M N. The name is enunciated Noel. Because just like in the alphabet, it goes J K L M N. There is no L. Hence, the spelling is J K M N for the name Noel.
I'm gonna punch somebody.
Right. And it's a real name. It's a real name. Just like they did L-A for Ladasha. The 4 S's and a T for forest.
You can't use that in the way that you're thinking you're gonna use it.
No, they're trying. They are desperately
This kid's name is not Noel.
Well, no, it is, because there's no L.
That's exactly why it's not.
But it is.
But that's why it's not.
But it is.
No, see,
You're so angry right now.
It would have to
about
have a
this, aren't
space.
you?
It would have to have a space there at least.
You are so mad about
Why
this.
doesn't it have a space?
You are so mad. Oh, you are welcome. You are welcome.
Joker Man.
Yeah, Adam W. Johnson got it. No L.
That's right. Yeah, I get it. That's what I'm saying. No, this person's name is Joker Man.
See, I'm going to be honest with
It's
you.
Jockman.
I thought it was like Jackman.
No, it's Jockman. It's Jockman.
No, it's no L.
No, it's Jockman. You're gonna have you remember Inner City the whole what Key and Peele
Yeah.
AA Ron.
AA Ron. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we got a Jickman?
A Jickman?
Jickman.
No, but remember the way it's spelled, he would have said it right.
Oh, yeah, he would have. You're right.
He would have said it right.
J.K.
Jimothy.
Jamalthi.
I was thinking of The Office. Jimothy. All right, Jim. James. Jimothy. Can I call you Jimothy?
No.
He did actually said, yeah. He turned around and said,
Yeah,
all right, Jimothy.
All right,
And
bye,
he goes,
Jim.
wait a second. No, can I just call you Jim?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Wouldn't be good. No. No.
You don't like that, huh?
No.
Kind of makes your head hurt, don't it?
It makes me sad.
It does, doesn't it?
It makes me slightly sadder for the world.
Because you
That's-
know the kid's going to get into arguments with all kinds of people.
It's like, what is your name? Noel. How do you spell that?
No, and they'll spell it out, Noel, and they'll be like, no,
No.
that's not right.
It's JKMN.
Adam
hate-
W. Johnson is so happy he got it right.
I hate people.
We need to send him a sticker.
I
he
hate
guessed it right. Send him a sticker.
The funny thing is, it led from the ABC one, which is why he got it.
Yeah, I know. That was a little bit of help.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And I didn't know what you were going for, so
That's the best
I
part.
wasn't even thinking about it.
No, I know.
That hurts.
I know.
That hurts my head.
It does. It makes you angry. It's like, why? Why, people? Why are you so stupid?
Why are you dumb?
What is wrong with you, you moron?
Having an absence of a letter does not mean that that's part of the name.
An absent of a letter does not a name make.
Right. If that was the case, a blank space would be somebody's name.
Could be.
His name would be Nonum. It'd be none of me.
None be no. Yeah.
The name would be none of me.
None of me. I've never heard anybody name none of me before.
Exactly, but that's no name.
Yeah, I just, I figure being Friday and going into the weekend, that would be something you can
Jesus.
have bugging and rolling around in your head for a while. You're welcome.
Praise God, I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, yay. I can dress myself. Anyway, Florida man was reportedly been hospitalized due to injuries he received after sticking his arm in a jaguar pen at a Jacksonville zoo.
I couldn't help it.
The song fits everything. I cannot promise that might not always play on a loop through the entire show, just so we're clear.
I might set it on a loop somehow.
The 3 fans we have will disappear quick.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, witnesses said that the unidentified man, who is described as being in his late 20s and apparently mentally unstable, had taunted the big cats before jumping over a barrier at the range of Jaguar exhibit and inserting his hand into an enclosure. That, according to WJXT. A jaguar, shockingly, then clawed the man's arm, leaving zoo employees a trail of blood to clean up after the emergency workers bandaged his arm and transported him to the hospital. Now, my humble opinion, if you're going to be dumb enough to jump a barrier at a zoo, or any place for that matter, you're going to
Anywhere.
cross that line of safety, and you're going to intentionally stick your arm or leg or head or any other appendage of your body into an area that would allow for a big cat or an aggressive, dangerous animal to then attack you.
Yeah.
Then I would not, as the custodial people of said things, the janitors.
I wouldn't warn you.
No, I wouldn't take you to the damn hospital.
Nope, you did it to yourself.
You
You literally just
the only reason I would bandage you at that point was to keep more blood from getting on my floor.
no. At this point,
No,
no. You sacrificed yourself to the gods of death.
Well,
You're done.
Well, but I'm saying if you survive it, like if you're still bleeding, like I don't need you bleeding all over
Yeah, the
my
fact
concrete.
that you got out, you escaped.
And we have to
somehow.
clean that up.
Yeah,
I don't want to
no.
be cleaning up your dumbness.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Next time I'm going to push your ass in all the way. Just let him eat you.
If you try to crawl back over, nope.
Where's Jim? He was here, and then he stuck
Now
his
he's
arm
gone.
in, and now he's gone.
Going.
So are the rules of the jungle. Anyway.
That's right.
Oh, so stupid.
Wow, man.
Excuse me.
Just wow.
Quote, this is an individual who wasn't using his head.
No, he was using his arm.
I'm going to stop
He was
this
using
quote.
his arm.
That's not what he meant.
It doesn't matter.
This is not, I'm sorry. You can't even say this is, he wasn't You can't say this individual wasn't using his head. No.
No, you can say that.
No, you can't. You can't tell me it's somebody in their 20s
Yeah.
in this day and age is that stupid.
Yes, I can.
And maybe they are.
Have you seen TikTok lately?
No, that's true. But it's not, you're still conscious of what's going to happen. Like when you say the individual wasn't using his head, that's something that you say to somebody who is dropping, they're mashing up, recycled metal into, one of the shredders, and you're not paying attention and your hand gets caught or something like that, like that.
Yeah.
You're not using your head. You're not paying attention. That's different than deliberately jumping a barrier and shoving your arm into a cage with a ferocious meat-eating beast. I'm just saying, that's not, you're not using your head at that point. You're intentionally a moron. You're just, I don't know. This individual was not using his head. He stuck his hand through the mesh that separates the jaguars from the outside. The deputy zoo director, Dan Maloney, told the outlet, before adding that the incident, quote, would have been a very different story if the animal had been able to secure a stronger grip on the man.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, he'd have ripped the damn thing off.
Or pulled him through.
Or both.
Yeah.
Zoo officials told WJAX that the jaguar that attacked the man was, quote, perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. And there's no indication that the man's actions meant he, quote, was trying to hurt the jaguar.
Of course he wasn't.
Quote.
He was trying to taunt him.
He was trying to feed it, apparently.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Come bite me. Oh, shit.
Oh, no! Not my arm! Ah!
The zoo was closed on Tuesday night while staff invested... Staff invested in... I think it's supposed to be investigated. How the man was able to breach the barrier. Mm-hmm. It is not clear whether the jaguar exhibit would be open on Thursday. Additional details about the man and his current status are also unknown, although his injuries were not life-threatening.
Good for him. Lucky him.
Yeah. In February, 12-year-old male jaguar killed a 21-year-old female jaguar in that...
zoo.
In the same zoo.
Mm-hmm. It was a terrible mistake, though.
Yeah, this is what they said. Mm-hmm. It's not clear whether the jaguar involved in Wednesday's incident is the same animal or the one of the zoo's had other remaining jaguars. 2019, a woman visiting Phoenix, Arizona's Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium and Safari Park, God, that's a lot, was attacked by a jaguar while allegedly crossing a barrier to attempt to photograph herself with the animal.
Allegedly.
Idiot.
A video taken in the aftermath of the incident showed the woman lying on the ground with a clearly injured arm as people surrounded her and offered aid.
Yep.
I'm sorry. You're so stupid. Quote, the woman crossed over the barrier to get a photo, according to eyewitnesses, the zoo said in a statement at the time. The visitor sustained non-life-threatening injuries to her arm from the female jaguar. At the request of the family, paramedics were called. Please come save my retarded child.
She's an idiot.
She's a freaking moron. That's exactly what that was. That's all that was. That's all that was.
Oh, goodness
So
gracious.
I think today's lesson is don't put your arm anywhere near a jaguar because they will take it off their body.
That's right. 2 Florida men are being held in custody after allegedly committing a robbery that they had been discussing both before and after in Facebook. Patrick Smith, age 23, and Darquez Manning, age 22, allegedly committed the robbery in June during what was reportedly supposed to be a marijuana drug buy.
Okay.
According to a report in the Brenton Herald, a childhood friend of Smith had reached out looking to buy some Mary Jane.
Reached out and touched someone?
Right. Yeah, he wanted to get some of that MJ.
Okay.
He wanted to get some L's.
Please
Get on the
stop.
down low.
Please stop. Please stop. I know you're trying to sound like you're in the
No,
end, but
I know I'm not. And I know I'm not. That no,
And it's just so
That's
painful.
the best. Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm doing it.
But that's why I'm begging you to please stop.
No, I will not. When the victims showed up to buy the drugs,
Saying they want to smoke the marijuanas.
yes, he wants to.
They want to do the drugs.
Yes, he would like it to toke up, as it were.
I hate you so bad right now. Oh, dear Lord.
When they showed up to buy the drugs, however, they were apparently robbed at gunpoint and beaten.
It's almost like they knew they were coming.
I know, right? According to the arrest warrant, a physical struggle occurred during the robbery, at which time Smith told Manning that to kill the victims.
Uh-oh.
The Herald reported.
That's not good.
Yeah. Deputies say Manning fired one shot into the victim's tire before the two drove away with some of the victim's property in their own vehicle.
Okay.
So he did not kill them.
Well, that's good. I guess. I mean,
Good thing. Yay. You didn't do something worse. Smith was identified as a suspect first as the robbery took place near his house. And he was reportedly well known to law enforcement due to multiple arrests in 2014.
well, you don't want to be too far from mom's house.
Right.
You got to, you
Can't stay far from
got
home.
a curfew. And
Yeah. Manning was first identified from a palm print on the victim's car. As detectives tried to track Manning down, they got a search warrant for his social media, including his Facebook and Snapchats.
Uh-oh.
Quote, detectives discovered a string of messages between Smith and Manning on the day of, as well as the day after the robbery on his Facebook Messenger account. According to the warrant, the two discussed when they were going to rob the victims just hours before the crime. 3 hours after the robbery at about 1 a.m. on June 28th, Manning sent Smith messages saying, investigating, and the OVA in the area are looking.
Because no one's paying attention on Facebook.
Messenger.
You know why they did it that way? Because you keep hearing stories about everybody getting caught doing it on Snapchat, so they figured no one's looking at Facebook.
Manning's last message to Smith was to remind him to delete his messages.
Oh, by the way. It's not like those things are archived or anything like that.
Right. Both men are currently in custody, according to the record of Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Smith was already being held on contempt of court order
Uh-oh.
for violating the conditions of a pre-trial release ahead of a trial for a previous felony charge. Manning is in custody for a $50,000 bail.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that just a delight?
Isn't that special?
That's just... I don't know if we got time for this one.
Okay,
We're going
go
to try it anyway.
ahead.
Florida man allegedly, there we go, stole a live alligator from a mini golf course. First off, hold on. I've already got, we're going to have to carry this over. I can already tell. Just off that alone.
You know what? I think we need to pause there.
We're going to leave that alone. Because right out that chute, right to that comma, that first sentence,
None of it makes sense.
nothing makes sense.
This is not.
I get it's Florida, but what in the hell are you doing with a live alligator on a mini golf course?
Jeez.
Let alone any golf course. Oh my God.
gosh.
We're going to leave that there.
I think you're going to hold that there.
Florida man allegedly stole a live alligator from a mini golf course.
course.
You cannot make this stuff up. You can't. I just...
Oblivion flickering, still pondering over the JKNM. JKNM
you.
equals no L? Well, F me raw, mate. Still pissed the actor Ralph Fiennes' name is supposedly pronounced Ray Fiennes instead of Finney's.
No, or finesse.
Fiennes.
Fiennes. Yeah, I know. But that's at least one could argue
It's close.
it depends on the geographical vernacular.
Yeah.
The locale. That's where that's that.
That could be, a difference between French and Spanish and English and German. And,
It's not like, well, JK MN.
And what's her name?
Noel. I would love, I don't know why, but that poor child has now been destined to be a barista at some Starbucks somewhere.
What's your name? Noel.
I'd be a douche. I'd be going in there ordering coffee just to have them say your name, make them write it out, and be like, "That's not me.
Nope.
That's not how you
That's
spell my
not how
name."
you spell my name.
And versa versa. Oh yeah,
All the time.
I'd be a jerk.
I think my problem is I'm too of a logical, direct line of thinking person in a lot of these situations, especially with names and stuff like that.
Oh, I know.
Like I'm looking at a name and I'm like, no, that's not.
That
no,
can't be.
it's- No.
That doesn't make
It's
sense.
it's a no. No.
That doesn't make sense, sir.
Bad you. Bad you. No. Like, my mind is a logically driven run, for everything. It's straightforward, logically driven 90%, 99%.
And it doesn't make sense.
And it doesn't fit.
Does not compute.
That's basically literally it. At this point, that is it. It does not compute.
Does not compute.
Your parents were dicks.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, your mom and dad doesn't like you.
They suck.
They don't like you at all.
And they used you as a joke. They think you were a joke.
Either that or they're extremely lazy. Well, hold on, though. Would that be considered lazy?
No.
Or would that be considered...
No, that's a dad joke.
No, I know it is.
That's a dad joke.
But is that...
And the mom went along with it.
But I'm saying, though...
And it's a bad one.
I know. But the thought process that goes behind that, like the actual mental
they were
gymnastics
high.
you have to go.
They were high.
I knew kids when I was young. It was 3 brothers. Their names were Sky, Blue, and Cloud. Their parents were high.
Well, yes. No, their parents were hippies. There's a difference between being high and being a hippie.
Well, tomato.
You can be high and a hippie, but I'm just saying there's a difference.
You can be high and be a hippie, but you can't be a hippie and not be high. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, you can be a hippie and not high, but you can't be...
High and not be a hippie.
Well, no.
Well, which is it?
No, you can be both.
Oh, or neither.
Or neither. You can be high and not a hippie.
This is Defenders Live.
I mean, really though, you can be being high and being a hippie aren't mutually exclusive, is what I'm trying to say.
I get that.
Because there are many people that get high that aren't hippies, and there are many hippies that no longer get high, but they still have the weird naming aesthetic.
Well, you don't have to have a weird naming aesthetic to be a hippie. I think it's a lifestyle. I mean, because you don't pick your name.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you can.
Excuse me.
But do you know how expensive it is to change your name? I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. I do know exactly how expensive it is. It's really not. Not because I changed my name, mind you.
How do we know?
Just because mine's the same as my dad. If I'd have changed my name, I wouldn't have changed it to my dad's name.
Or why not? That would have been like
Because
perfect.
literally right now, do you understand how many problems I've had financially?
I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
I'm sure.
no.
It's like, wait a second. How with the phone?
Somehow they screwed up a mortgage and put it under my name when I was 14.
Oh, well.
Like, no.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse.
Yeah, and then it got foreclosed on. Oh, good. Yeah, and I had to go fix that before I could go rent. At the age of 19 and 18.
Not me, Dad.
Yeah, it wasn't me. No.
Handle your business.
I literally had to go through and get a whole bunch of paperwork. It was not fun, okay? Wasn't fun.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. That's stupid.
Okay. No, that's fine.
No.
That's fine.
But I knew a person that I used to work with, her name was Rex Anna.
Not Roxana?
Rex Anna.
Huh.
Tyrant Anna. And she fit. But that's not the point. The point was Rexana was the second name that they thought of for her.
Oh, God. Why do I have a bad feeling that was the normal name?
The first name they thought of for her was Apollo Flash.
Was what?
Apple o' Flash.
Apple o' Flash.
Apple o' Flash. And they settled on Rexana.
I-
It's like, what's your name? Latrine. Your parents name you Latrine? No. They named me Shithouse, but I got to
picked
change it
Makes
to
it easier.
Latrine.
So
It's a good change.
It's like
It's a
pissant.
good
It's
change.
French. It's pissant.
All right.
All right.
Pissant.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Florida man allegedly stole a live alligator from a mini golf course. I can't. Every time I read it, it's still funny.
Sorry.
Oh,
It works so well.
hold on. Remember, we just got to a comma.
I know.
There's more
so much
past the comma, and I can't get past it. Okay. Florida man allegedly stole a live alligator from a mini golf course, beat it, and tied it to hurl it onto the roof of a cocktail lounge. Somebody was bored. What the?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
There ain't nothing to do here on Tuesday night, so we just try stealing an alligator out of the mini
What are
golf
you
course.
doing, guys?
First off, again, I understand it's Florida. What in the hell is Florida doing with a live alligator at a mini golf course? It's bad enough to have them at a regular golf course, but you're going to have a mini golf course? What the hell is wrong with you? Then the guy beats it and tries to throw it onto the roof of a cocktail lounge.
Like you tried to make it angry and then throw it on the cocktail.
That'll show him. $3 or 3 drink limit.
How did you get it up there?
Well, he tried. It says tried to hurl it. I don't know where he thought he could hurl an alligator, unless it is like a baby. And even those are not
Small,
light.
It's like an immature mini. It's a mini alligator for a mini golf course.
I don't know. Well, William Hodge, 32, was arrested on Thursday in Daytona Beach shores, where police spotted him slamming the animal by its tail against an awning. Oh my God.
What the hell is wrong with you?
He was also stamping on the alligator. Maybe he didn't realize it was live and then he saw it and he freaked out. Maybe it'll clean it up.
I mean.
According to New York Post, Mr. Hodge told police the reason for the abuse was he was, quote, teaching it a lesson. End quote.
I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Listen here, boy. The alligator, thankfully, is expected to survive the attack. In case all of y'all were out there worrying and
If
wondering.
you're worried about the alligator, it's gonna be fine.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'd be all right.
Mr. Hodge was taken into custody, into the jail on charges including animal cruelty, alligator poaching, burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, criminal mischief, and petty theft.
That's a lot of charges.
Well, because, as I've learned over the years, of a police officer gets called out somewhere, unless it's like, somebody's hurt. If a police officer gets called out somewhere for any reason, they're going to hit you with everything they got. They're not going to drive out there for no reason. So you're going to get hit with anything and everything. He told officers he had scaled a fence to an enclosure at the Congo River Gulf in Daytona Beach and taken a small alligator, according to an arrest report obtained by Fox 35 Orlando.
Okay, it was a small one.
Yeah, and a brief statement, well, it had to be if he's beating it up against a awning.
Yeah.
In a brief statement posted on Facebook, Daytona Beach Shores Department of Public Safety said, quote, the alligator was returned to management of the Congo River Gulf from where Hodge claimed to have stolen it, which was odd because then the river, the Congo River website is like, just people are like, we don't have an alligator. They didn't say that. I'm just joking. According to the Congo River Gulf's website, the company has 8 locations in Florida where guests can feed alligators during their exhibit or their visit.
During their mini golf.
So because that's what you want to do. You want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You want to feed dangerous alligators as you mini golf.
Right. It's not just the snapping alligator jaw that you got to shoot the
ball through to try and get.
No. You also have to put your arm there.
Pick it up by tail, apparently, and smash it against an awning.
And teach it a lesson or something.
I don't know what kind of lesson he was teaching it.
Well, whatever it was obviously a good one.
Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter. My dad wanted to name me after his army buddy, Johnny Adams. Since Johnny Johnson sounds stupid, he went with Adam.
That's a good idea.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, there's a guy.
John.
No, seriously. There's a guy I used to know when I was a kid and I was a teenager. We used to go to church with him. His name was Dan Daniels. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
I can't do it. Nope. Not happening.
His son's name was Bo. Bo Daniels. Which, if you're around this area, Bo Daniels and Bojangles are kind of similar.
Bo Daniel.
So.
Yeah, that's sad. I'm sorry.
Giggle just a little bit, don't you?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Florida man opened fire on deputies who were trying to serve him an arrest warrant on Monday night before fatally shooting himself during the hour-long standoff.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Pasco County Sheriff deputies arrived at a home in Dade City around 9:50 p.m. in an attempt to locate an individual wanted for 3 charges. Sheriff told the reporters on the scene that authorities did not specify what the charges were.
Oh.
Deputies spent about 10 minutes asking about the suspect, who had not been publicly identified, which to leave the residence peacefully, according to the sheriff's office.
Mm-hmm.
The suspect then decided to open fire from inside the residence.
Probably not a good idea.
No, the sheriff's office released a body cam footage showing how the incident began with the first round of gunfire. You can hear the deputy going, "Shots fired, shots fired." He fired shots. He fired first shots. Whatever there on the radio and all the rest of it. Shots came out of the window toward my vehicle, and we returned fire, is what the deputy said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Authorities said that the man ultimately turned the gun on himself and died at the scene. What charges? I want to know the charges now, because what charges were so bad that he had to kill himself?
Well, it might not have been that, but I mean, if you think about it, when you open up fire, when you start shooting at cops, like they're gonna
now you're dead anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you with a lot of stuff, including possible actual criminal federal charges.
But it's
so
Florida.
I know. But I'm saying, like, you're going to get hit with this is straight. Every last bit of it now it may have been a misdemeanor, but it has quickly turned into a very big felony, or 12
or 25.
And so it's like, oh well, I'm not going back to jail or whatever. I mean, we don't know the situation, but
yeah, but most likely this guy already was going to go to jail.
Sadly,
and he was probably from jail, and he didn't want to go back.
This one's sad, too. Southwest Florida man is facing charges that he operated a dog and rooster fighting ring out of his home.
Yeah, he loved those cockfights.
Ew. Collier County Sheriff's Office said they found injured roosters and pit bulls at the home of Rafael de Valle Jamaron.
Jamaron?
Jamaron. Yeah. And an empty pool that had been converted into a fighting pit. Deputies see 6 female bull terriers, 1 female hound dog, 2 male bull terriers, and a rooster that had severe injuries to its chest and back.
I see none of the supposed most dangerous dog.
Oh, you mean the pit bull?
Yeah.
Not on that list? No.
No, I see none. I see terrier, rooster.
No. The 40-year-old suspect denied that he was having animal fights, saying they were injured during breeding.
No.
He is charged with multiple felonies, animal cruelty, and fighting.
Good. He deserves it.
Didn't he learn? He obviously didn't pay attention when they got Michael Vick for it.
Apparently not. Apparently, he thought it was fine as long as it was in his backyard, in his own pool.
Maybe that's what it was. They're going to do it anyway. Might as well do it here.
Yeah, might as well just do it in my
Oblivion flickering over on Twitter. There's a singer named Philip Phillips. Yeah, I remember that. Adam W. Johnson also on Twitter. I work with an Alan Allen. That's ALAN ALLEN. And we do have a John Johnson. I also know a Richard Head. Guaranteed he does not like to be called Dick.
No.
And for a myriad of other reasons.
Many reasons.
Other than just the constant
Right,
snickering and scoffing.
Yep.
B from the SUV. Not only were the charges being trumped up, but the man and Mike have likely died from or with COVID.
Which what?
The guy that turned a gun on himself with the shots and
he
stuff.
could have done.
Yeah.
It's true.
They were probably fake charges and the guy had COVID. That's
That's
what killed him.
That's what's saying. Killed him because of the fake charges.
Well, that and the fact again, because that's what COVID does after a while. COVID makes you want to kill yourself. It's almost like a hypnosis kind of thing. It just kind of takes over your body, and it's kind of it's not just a virus. It's almost like a symbiotic kind of thing. Where
It makes you kill yourself.
It controls your body, and you are moving in ways that you do not plan to move or try to move, and all of a sudden, you're dead.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Right.
Anywho. Fresh off his win from the Democratic primary in the race for New York City mayor, which means he's all but certain to be the next man to bear the title.
Because he's a Democrat.
Well, allegedly.
Supposedly.
His honor.
His honor.
Yeah, his honor.
His honor.
That's what I said. Eric Adams went after the anti-police and socialist factions of his party, and now his fellow Democrats are kind of miffed. They called him into a private meeting where they warned him not to attack the Democratic Socialist members of the left, like Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The New York Post posted a video Tuesday of Adams at a fundraiser co-hosted by a Republican city councilman. During a speech to attendees, Adams made it clear to his arch nemesis was not the Republicans, but left-wing Democratic Socialists of America.
Okay.
Quote, my battle is not with the GOP candidate, which is Curtis Sliwa. Or Sliwa.
Sliwa.
I am no longer running against candidates, he added. I'm running against a movement. All across America, the DSA socialists are mobilizing to stop Eric Adams. They realize that I am successful. Or if I am successful, we are going to start the process of regaining control of our cities, end quote.
That sounds really good.
Until he referred to himself in the third person.
Yep.
And then I lost all confidence out of that. I really did.
You are, sir, you may be a blue dog Democrat. You may be. You may be one of those people that are like actually a Democrat, but also happen to want our republic.
Yeah.
You may be one of those people that want freedom.
It might be.
I would say that that's not the Democrat Party anymore, sir, and you need to find a new platform.
Come over to the libertarian side. I mean, good luck on him for doing it. I mean, you need, no matter whether, because there's a lot of party people. Let's be honest. A lot of party people. And that's actually kind of refreshing that he's going to, he's like, I'm a Democrat and I want to clean this stuff up.
Right.
So kudos to him.
Yeah.
Great. They're probably going to find him having committed suicide with 2 bullets in the back of his head, but
probably so. Especially if he gets elected.
God bless him for sticking up for it. I hope.
Or his word is going to change.
That's what I'm afraid of too.
Like he's going to do all this stuff and get elected, and then suddenly he's going to flip.
Of course,
and he's not going to look the same. He's going to age about 10 years immediately, and then he's going to
And just for the record, it's not because he's Democrat.
No, it's because he's a politician.
Yeah, he is. It's just
in New York.
In New York.
Specifically.
So sorry, but
it's gonna happen, dude.
I feel for you.
Yeah.
I hope it's all okay.
I really hope you do fine, buddy.
Yeah.
But at the same point in time, I kind of don't see this working out for you very well.
I don't either. That makes me sad.
I mean, at least if it does happen, then he could claim racism because the Democrats would be attacking a black man.
Yeah, but that's not going to count in New York.
Oh,
it's not.
It's not.
No.
I figured it would.
It won't.
It won't? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Sadly.
was pretty close though, right?
No, I mean,
like it was good.
Anywhere else, I think it would work, but I don't think it'll work here.
Oh,
I don't think it'll work here,
okay.
but it might. Who
Anyway,
knows?
we never know.
Who knows?
Yeah, whatever.
Who knows?
Who knows?
U.S. Attorney General. Let me start that again because there was a wrong
Wrong
emphasis on the improper
All right,
syllable.
3, 2, 1.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland on Thursday threatened legal action if Texas Governor Greg Abbott does not rescind an executive order that Garland characterized as, quote, both dangerous and unlawful, end quote.
Oh, what was this executive order?
Abbott issued an executive order on Wednesday that declared in no part, quote, no person other than a federal, state, or local law enforcement official can provide ground transportation to a group of migrants who have been detained by the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Protection for crossing the border illegally or who would have been subject to expulsion under the Title 42 order, end quote.
So wait. No person other than federal, state, or local enforcement. So
Yeah.
what he's saying is you can't just hire a bunch of people to bust these folks in.
Yeah, he's saying that by making sure that only official federal, state, local law enforcement
Uh-huh.
are the only ones allowed to basically Uber these people wherever it is that they're supposed to go.
Right.
That's what.
So once
Merrick
again,
Garland
you
is
can't
saying.
literally bust them in.
No. He says it's both dangerous and unlawful. How is it unlawful when
You're doing
they've been detained?
U.S. Attorney General, you understand that the U.S. Customs and Border Protection is supposed to send them back, and yet you're saying that it's unlawful for Greg Abbott to stop them from coming into the state if they're utilizing some other service other than state, federal, or local law enforcement to escort them
Yeah,
in.
make sure that they leave.
To make sure they either leave or that when they do get here, that they are staying in place.
Yeah. GOP governor explained that the move is meant to decrease the risk of coronavirus exposure in the state.
Yeah.
That's another cute way to spin it, but
No,
I-
it's not.
I don't
It's
like
just-
that.
It's just because of
I would be. My full intention would be, well, we're just making sure that 'cause
Immigrants don't just
I'm
wander
sorry.
around.
Yeah, there's no reason why if somebody crosses the border illegally and they're caught and they're found to have family very nearby, that the family is to take them to the border to make sure that they leave. That's not how that works. Quote, the dramatic rise of unlawful border crossings has also led to a dramatic rise in COVID-19 cases among unlawful immigrants who have made their way into our state, and most do more to protect Texans from this virus and reduce the burden on our communities.
and we must.
And we must, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we must do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The executive order will reduce the risk of COVID-19 exposure in our communities, end quote. But in a letter to Abbott on Thursday, Garland asserted that there were various issues with the governor's order, including that it would place people's health and safety at risk.
Who?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. Quote, the order would jeopardize the health and safety of non-citizens in federal government custody, federal law enforcement personnel, and their families and our communities, Garland wrote.
Stop. Mm-hmm. Okay. Why? If they're already being bussed in because you're sending them somewhere, you're now saying that, oh, the people that we pay to go do it, the people that we pay to escort these people who aren't federal employees, mind you, we're not worried about their safety. We're just worried about the safety of the federal law enforcement personnel and their families.
For once, by the way, that's the first time they've ever really given a flying fig
It's only
about
because
ICE.
he can.
But anyway,
yeah, it's only because he can argue against something else for it.
yeah. Well, he continues on. Among other harms, the order would exacerbate and prolong overcrowding in facilities and shelters and obstruct the federal government's arrangements with state, local, and non-governmental partners to ensure that released individuals are transported for appropriate COVID-19 testing to address public health concerns. Additionally, because federal law requires individuals processed for release to appear before immigration court or report to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement offices throughout the country, the order directly interferes with the implementation Thank you, of federal immigration law.
No, it doesn't. Because if you don't have to let them stay here.
Here's the funny part about this. So if they're supposed to show up to a court, which arguably is in Texas.
13% show up.
Yeah, I know, but I was going to say, if these people are caught and they're supposed to show up to court, which just happens to be in Texas, why in God's name would you allow them to travel any other place?
Why would they be in Wisconsin? Why would you send them to New York? Why would you send them to North Carolina?
I don't give a damn if they got
supposed
family.
to be in court.
Yeah, I don't care if they got family.
It doesn't matter. If they're supposed to be in court in a certain state, then they should be at
Held
that
in that
place
state.
until the court date. And if the court date is more than a month out, then I'm sorry, but you need to send them back.
This is so stupid. In a statement responding to Garland's letter, Abbott blamed the Biden administration for the crisis along the nation's southern border and said that he will take actions in line with the law to carry out his duty to defend the health and safety of Texans. Quote, the current crisis at our southern border, including overcrowding of immigration facilities and a devastating spread of COVID-19 that the influx of non-citizens is causing, is entirely the creation of the Biden administration and its failed immigration policies. By choosing not to enforce immigration laws, removing sound policies like the Remain in Mexico program, and failing to make the most robust use of the Title 42 authorities, this administration has directly caused the unprecedented crisis Texas is facing. It is increasingly a matter of grave public health concern as unlawful immigrants enter from the countries with lower vaccination rates than the United States. End quote.
Right. And if anybody actually cared about the vaccination rates, then it would be a thing. But they don't, and they don't care. They don't care about any of it. And the reason why that they're opposing you, Greg Abbott, is because you're stopping them, or you're stymieing. You're not even stopping. You're just kind of halting the flow just slowly. You're slowing the flow.
Well, but at the same time, think about it. Like if that's the game, and I mean, maybe he's doing it this way, maybe he's not. My brain says if you're good, if the rest of the country, especially when you start talking about federal politics, are playing the game of COVID,
Use it.
then play that game, and
Play
that's
the
what
game.
that's the angle I think he's playing it at. Because Greg Abbott's not stupid.
No, he's a smart guy.
He's a
most of the time.
smart guy, and he
He's done
doesn't
some
always
stupid
make the
things.
greatest
Yep.
decisions, but he's a smart guy,
Right.
And I would damn sure play that game too.
Oh yeah.
Just so we're clear.
If everybody else is playing the game, then you might as well play the game. If they're going to use that language, then you should use that language. That way you can fight back against them with the language.
Yeah. Oblivion flickering over Twitter. You guys just don't understand. We need more undocumented citizens to marginalize the Republican Party out of existence and spread the COVID evenly and fairly across the country.
Oh, I forgot it needed to be even and fair.
That's right. All in equity. So there you go. A biracial doctor in Minneapolis is claiming that she was demoted by her employer for opposing its critical race theory-inspired racially segregated care initiative, which resulted in assigning only black staff to treat black patients.
That's racist.
Right? Doctor,
That's incredibly racist.
right?
What?
Like that's blatantly
It's
racist.
You're segregating your staff and also your patients?
The fact of the matter is like she shouldn't have like worried about being demoted.
Oh, she's not worried about it,
No,
apparently.
she says that she's claiming she was demoted by her employer for opposing critical race theory.
Yeah, she's not
racially
worried about it.
segregated
She's
care.
just pointing it out.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I worked at a place that
I would
did
leave.
that, I would leave. Like I wouldn't be. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be focused on. Oh, I was demoted. No, you better pack your shit and get the hell out.
I can't believe they demoted me. Yeah, well, I can't believe you're still there, is what we're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Dr. Tara Gustillo, a Harvard-educated doctor and mother of 3 black children. I'm assuming she's black too.
She's partially. She's half and half.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's biracial. Filed a discrimination complaint with the Equal Opportunity Commission last month against Hennepin Healthcare Systems, where she previously served as chair of the OBGYN, the baby department.
Yeah.
The complaint, Gustillo alleges, that the hospital removed her as head of the baby department after she began openly objecting to the race-based care initiatives at the hospital, which were inspired by critical race theory and the Black Lives Matter movement following George Floyd's death.
Good. She should have done exactly that. Not them, but she. Yeah. The moment that your hospital becomes political, it means that you're not getting good care anymore.
I would argue that goes for any job you have.
Yeah.
I understand that you know.
The moment that your job starts to become political, obviously the job is going downhill.
Yeah, and everybody gets scared. Oh, I can't do that job. This is going to be bad.
You can find a new
At
job.
the moment, everybody is hiring everywhere.
You can find a new job.
You'll find a job.
You can find one. It may take a week. It may take a month, but you can find a job.
You'll find something. The doctor alleged that during her 6-year stint as head of the department, she worked hard to advance the multicultural care program.
Allegedly.
She now has noticed that after Floyd's death, the department members, quote, began to transform the program from one that simply sought to respect and appreciate the various cultures to one of segregated care based on race. The hospital began to hold anti-racist training sessions and align itself with the Black Lives Matter movement. According to Gustillo, it even implemented a policy of assigning, quote, black caregivers to black patients.
Yeah. You should leave. You should leave or start your own practice or do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you do have a hand in the reasoning why this stuff happened as the lead and the head of the OBGYN, because you were the foundation for them to start pushing into that direction.
Yep.
So I'm sorry that it happened to you, and I'm sorry that you got demoted. Actually, no, I'm not, because you started it, and now you're reaping the benefits of what you've sown
Well, she was trying to fight it,
afterwards.
but it wasn't there until they started doing it, and she started saying, "Hey, this is right."
She
this is
was
right.
the one, as the head, she started the initiative that originally got everything going, respecting cultures instead of just
No,
worrying
she
about.
said the hospital implemented it, not
Yeah, she did.
her.
Yeah,
No.
she said it right there that she was one of the people that were leading the charge originally.
Oh. Well, anywho'sin, Oblivion flickering over on Twitter. Well, sure, the dogs were and animals were injured breeding. What do you expect happens when you try to breed pit bulls with roosters?
Yeah.
So there you go. We're going to leave y'all on that note. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee, DOAShow.com. Follow us on all the social medias, Mojo50. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye, y'all.
Bye.